drenched in what appeared to be blood. You know, it just entered my mind right away. See, this was the lyrics of her song, Ra, Ra, Ah, Ra, Egyptian god Ra. And this red dress, Lady Gaga, her famed monster. Look how they have the cross as the symbol of monster. Let me flip this around and say good morning. She has that as the symbol of a monster. And we saw what happened at the Olympics. We did. We saw what happened there. Was it just mere artwork? Some would say it is. Hello there, Patty. It's more than mere artwork. She has ushered in I remember Katy Perry had a dress. It was so long, a red dress. This was June the 25th, 2024. I'm thinking that these are dedication to the god Ra. And if you remember the boxer was in red too. And the boxer from the Olympics looked like the Egyptian god Ra that was in the movie that was from Stargate. Remember Stargate? Stargate. He looked like him. See that image? And the boxer looked like this Egyptian god Ra. I'm not going to show any more pictures of it, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And Lady Gaga. Ra, Ra. She made it so catchy. So catchy. This is the Egyptian god Ra, and she's drenched in blood. Drenched in the blood of the saints. And or the blood. They want blood. They want blood. I'm just telling you they want blood. They want blood. They want a bloody war. A bloody war. Rah, rah. And monster. You see that T? That's supposed to represent a cross from her album. Let me get her. Let me try to get her. Lady Gaga's thing. See, monster. It's from that album. And all you had to do, listen to this, all you had to do, if you were to insert an M right there, then you would have mega. Then you would probably have Gog and Magog, the coming war of Gog and Magog in the Revelation. Look at that. The monster, that is the symbol for Christianity. This album was not a mistake. Look at these lyrics. The bad romance, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Caught in a bad romance. Rah, rah. Ah, ah, ah. She's making it. She's literally calling him on the phone, more or less. Roma, Roma. Sounds like a spell right there. That sounds exactly like a spell if you say it. And if you can get the whole world chanting that right there, calling on the phone, more or less, spiritual phone, to usher in, I want your love. I want your love. Just think of the ancient Egyptian god, Ra. I want your love. The god of, right there. Notice that's eclipse behind him. We have that solar eclipse coming, and it's going to be at Easter Island. And and 2 weeks before that is going to be the lunar eclipse. Look at that. Look at that red. Look at this red dress in France. She's draped in red with this lady, Bad Roma. Gaga, bad romance. And there is an Egypt, there is a Roman god, Ra, also. There is. No, this is, I'm supposed to be reading this. Listen to the words. They are very bad. I want your ugly. I want your disease. I want your disease. I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love. I want your drama. I want your drama. The touch of your hand. I want your leather studded kiss in the sand. You know what that sounds like? Who is the god, the army of locusts that comes out of the desert in the Scorpion King? I don't think that is the Egyptian god Ra, but I could be wrong. They come out of the sand. Your leather studded kiss in the sand. I want your revenge. Well, somebody's promised revenge also. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your lovers' revenge. And she's singing. She's literally singing. Chanting. She's chanting. I want your horror. They're calling it in. They have called it in, and they've got the song so catchy that if you can get enough people on the earth chanting that, oh, you can usher it in with the help of CERN and whoever else. You can usher in that ancient deity. This is not a joke what they're doing at all. Yeah, this is not a joke. I want your horror. I want your design. 'Cause you're a criminal as long as you're mine. I want your psycho, your vertige shtick, whatever that HTICK means. I don't know what a sheiked, which is sheet. SCHT. Your comic routine, your gimmick, your performance, your special talent. That's my shtick. I want your special talent. Don't come playing. I want your revenge. Rah rah. Walk, walk, fashion, baby. Work it. Move that BITCH crazy. Walk it, fashion, baby. You know, the Rome, no, France, they had the fashion show. Remember? The fashion show in France. The fashion show. Is that French right here? Is that French right there? Why wasn't this song? When was the French Olympics decided? When was the 2024 France Olympics decided? 2017. 2017. 2017, imagine that. 2017 is when they decided we want to have the games in 2017. Her song came out. Can we shrink that? I'd love to shrink that. It came out in 2009 in the album The Fame Monster. The Monster. They literally calling in the monster. Every time I see Gaga, I think of Magog, and then I think of Gog and Magog. I really do. And the sun god Ra was the golden calf that the Israelites turned back to worshiping the Egyptian god, was the golden calf. I want your ugly, I want your disease, I want your drama, I want your leather-studded kiss. I want your revenge. Revenge. I want your revenge. And she's chanting. She's chanting and calling in Ra. Ra. And the symbolism is all over the place. She's drenched in red. They had the red gown. They had also in France the hold on. They also had no, see, they don't want to bring this off. They don't want to bring this to me. They also had this drenched in red too. See that? Drenched in red. That would kind of sun god. Shoot. I'm out of that. I'm out of it right now. I'm out of it. I was so drained last night. I went to sleep. That's why you didn't see another video from me. Hello. She don't like paying for things either. I'm sure she don't. She wants the Ra. Ancient god Ra. Remember? We did a video. We found the sun god. He was angry. Very, very angry. Remember? Right there. He's angry. We found him. He was very angry. Remember last year? He is angry. In the sun. He is angry. You can see his pupils. It's going to be an angrier world, Mr. Schwab said. An angrier world. You can see him right there. It's fiery red. Fiery red. He's angry and we're not done. We're not done. You hold on right there. We getting to it too. Where is it? We've got this right here that happened. It happened 8/8/22. That was NASA's product. That's the all-seeing eye. And on the same day, that is SpaceX Starship launch area. It also appeared in the sky at the same day in the morning, and it showed up on NASA's thing. There's too much going on, way too much going on, and I do believe their ships are here. They're here in the sky. This is not a joke, and he was angry. You're gonna have an angrier world. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're gonna have an angrier world, and they're looking for something at that observatory. They are. There's something here. There's something coming. And she was chanting that song, rah, 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 and it's from the album The Monster. The Monster album. Look at these glasses. It kind of looks like a portal right there. A Stargate. Kind of looks like a Stargate portal. Singing for that. This is wild. Look at that. All decked out. All decked out. I don't know who that is. Who is that? That's the same thing. Sitting on the white throne, sitting on a white throne seat with red, drenched in red, sitting on the white throne of judgment. Run the world, run the world, run the world. Who's going to run the world? Who's going to do it? This is the sign of the cross. Christians, I love you. I love you, Christians. So whoever she's calling for in that song, whoever it is, she knows that bad romance, one bad romance after the other, caught in a bad romance. Rah, rah. She knows the spirit. I want your ugly spirit. I want your diseases. I want everything as long as it's free. I want your love. I know that I want you. I want your revenge. We could write a bad romance. I want your lover's revenge. I want your horror. I want your design. You're a criminal as long as you're mine. I want your psycho, your vertigo style. I want you in my rear window, baby. You're sick. She wants his revenge. I want your revenge. No, I'm sorry, you all. I cannot. There is a distinct tie with what has happened with the Olympics. This song, her monster, the drenched in red, the decapitated head of Catherine the Great in France, the Last Supper. They're telling you it's going to be your last supper. They're more or less telling you you've had your last supper. It's over. Why is it over? They're doing their best to bring in this evil, doing their best. Now, some say that the Egyptian god Ra is the god of all. Some say it. They do. Well, if you think of the book of Revelation, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, for the great day of his wrath has come, and who can stand it? The great day of his wrath has come, and who can stand it? She is, oh no. There's so many things in our face, and the red carpet, and the drenched in red, the 2024 Olympic strange thing drenched in red. Ra was one of the most important gods worshipped in ancient Egypt. Remember how the children of Israel got delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians? He was the sun god and the creator of all other gods and humans. He was worshipped started around 2600 BCE, major part of ancient Egyptian religious life, religion. In art, Ra usually depicted as a man with a hawk's head. Our Horus, Horus, the eye of Horus. We have the eye of Horus, who was the god of the sky, also the sun and the moon. Ra or Re was a sun god, particularly associated with the noon sun by the 5th dynasty. In the 25th and 24th centuries, later Egyptian believers merged the concepts of Horus and Ra to create the major god Ka, the Raharakti. So this is the eye of Seth and the leg of Saurus. So the eye of Seth, the eye of Seth, the eye of Seth, the all-seeing eye. We have someone who's very angry, but there is, it's like a battle that's been going on for eons, eons. The two gods, the Enki, the Enlils, these two gods battling forever and ever and ever. It's never stopped. We're stuck in their battle. We literally are kind of stuck in their battle. I'm just saying we are. We're stuck in it. Why does Ra have a snake on his head? They call Ra the woman. Ra is the woman. In some versions of the story, the Eye of Ra weeps at finding herself replaced, and her tears become the first humans. Ra appeases her by giving her an exalted position. She would reside on his forehead in the form of a rearing snake, the Urus. Could all this stuff go all the way back, Osiris and Ra? Oh my gosh. She didn't have to put the cross there. She didn't. The fame. Why did I cut the T off of that? This was a photo that I put together in my studio down here, right down here. This, and it closed out on me, but I took a screenshot before it did. This is interesting that the T is missing. Now it says he. Fame monst. He. It's a monster. Dreamt in blood. Yeah, no, this really is the energy that's out there that is growing day by day is very heavy. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. Mocking Jesus. Yeah, we got scales. We gotta level the playing field. We gotta level it. That's what Joe Biden said. Make no mistake, we will level that playing field. That's okay. As long as it's in balance for everybody, that's perfect. It's perfect. Let's level that playing field. Let's get those scales. Let's get the scales. Let's get the Libra scales and balance everything out so we don't have a world that's like this, because it really is like this right now. Someone wrote a really interesting comment about the swinging pendulum, and it was under the video that I did, and I hope they left the comment on there because I never heard it in my life, and it does make sense. When it's under the video that says they're going to break the pendulum. And I appreciate that comment because I know there's some truth to it. There really is. It's under this video. They're going to break the pendulum during the Olympics. It's probably already broke, but there was a comment that I replied to on here. Lizard, I will say whatever I want to say. Okay, don't be telling me what I'm going to say. Okay, Liz Macro. Yeah. I want to find the comment if they didn't take the comment off of there about what it meant. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was right here. It was by, I do appreciate other people's comments. I think the Google algorithm appreciated the comment too because they left it up there because it had validity to it. And when you talk about a pendulum swinging, I want you to I want to show you the comment that was left on here. And they don't have very many comments on here because they blocking it. It was right here. Gina, do you know what is the pendulum? The testicles known as stress BLS. The Old Testament and the New Testament amendment When men squeeze their you-know-whats to prove their strength above women's, or women's transgender, the scriptures aren't what one is led to believe. They gonna fulfill the book by the bull. The bull. 2 bulls on the altar. The dog, bull, or dish. The reason why the term God is unacceptable, and what else did you have to say? Inappropriate. Your analysis is in par. I never heard it before. Blizz up. Then this is true too. Looked like a pharaoh. There was a meaning, and there was a meaning. It looked like the pharaoh in the Egyptian movie. That boxer looked like the sun god Ra. Did. Sun god Ra. It's all in our face. Oh my gosh. That's why they like to go by and just destroy these statues too, knock their beaks off and stuff. That's why some of these didn't get destroyed. There's a lot of these still around, but they wanted to destroy all that. We don't want to forget our history. You do not want to forget history, because that's how we got here to begin with. The sun god, Lady Gaga, your monster. She's a monster. Chanting to Ra with that ankh. Maybe the ankh right here, maybe she's trying to symbolize that with this right here, but she's forgot the little thing at the top. And this is Paris. She's drenched in blood. She wants the monster to return. The monster, I want your horror. I want your revenge. The Revenge of Khan. And if you don't remember, I had went to the flea market, more or less. It's not a flea market, but it's like a great big indoor thrift store with my daughter. And, looking for just like movies that aren't completely digital, because if the grid goes down, what are you going to have? If you got a solar panel and stuff, maybe you could play something. But I saw this album right here. It's taped up. You couldn't untape it. Let me just do this. I'm talking about the Egyptian god. You know what the first thing in here was called? It was the Wrath of Khan. The Wrath of Khan. I haven't seen it. It was full of Star Trek. And it had stargates. All these stargates. Children gods. It had all these. I've only watched maybe one Stargate movie. That was it. But this thing is full of the stargates. And I wish I could sit down and watch a movie, but I'm not one to do it, but I probably should. There was one Stargate. They got Stargate series coming on. They're telling us about what's really going on. They've opened a Stargate, is what they've done. Yeah, Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. Yeah. That's kind of like the Mongolian Empire, is it? With Genghis Khan? Genghis. Squatch mouth. Why are you saying Genghis? Genghis. Bowie attic. What's a bunch of crap? What's ridiculous? What's ridiculous? Perhaps you might need to expand your third eye right there, which is symbolic of the eye. The all-seeing eye. You might need to expand your third eye right there. You might. You might see things in a different light. You might see things in a different light if you expanded your third eye. Let me show you how you do it. Turn that third eye on. Okay, let me show you. Let's turn on that third eye. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Turn on that third eye. See it? You can do it. Turn it on. Turn on your third eye. Turn it on. Decalcify it. When you decalcify it, you'll declassify it spiritually. That's what you need to do. Jan Tomoko, the Creative Society. I've done a video on them before. They have some pretty good concepts, but getting the whole world to agree when we have people who are bloodthirsty for power, they don't want that. They do not want that. There are bloodthirsty people, and it's clear who their God is. It truly is. It's clear who was chanted right there. The Egyptian god Ra. Yeah, and she meant it, and had the whole world singing it. Had the whole world singing Ra, 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 Ra. Ah, 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 ah. Yeah. Sevenfall, you know, your statement. I want to address sevenfall statement. Your statement is a blanket statement, and it does not apply to me. And you can't label me. I never did like being labeled regardless. I did not. Do I know of Christianity? I know of it. Did I grow up as a Christian? Yes. Some would say, well, I'm a Christian. I can say I'm a Christian, but I still don't like labels. If you want to blanketly and say we all have been lied to, you're talking to a woman who didn't want to hear the truth when I started this, the other truths that's out there, like these type of truth. You're talking to a woman who was appalled to hear the word inky, enlil. I thought it was blasphemy. That's who you're talking to, that type of person. I think I've come a really long way since 2018. Wouldn't you think? If you've been on this channel that long, I've come a very long way, and I don't need to explain myself to you. Neither does anyone else. We know we've been lied to in so many ways. Just because we do not do a video every single day, focusing on all the ways that we have been lied through religion and everything else, doesn't mean that our eye is not open. I can guarantee you my eye is open. My spiritual eye is open. So are a lot of other people's spiritual eyes, and you don't need to slap a label on it. You don't need to slap any type of religious label on the spiritual awakening of our spirits. You do not. We're fully aware of what's going on. You're not the only person who has a mouthpiece that, oh, they've been lied to. They don't realize it. If they only realize it. Your statement is like, come on now, you need to wake up. You're not the only person out there. We know what's going on. We know very well. You got it? You got it. And I don't care if you were left on here or not. That's fine. If you didn't get blocked, I don't have a problem with that either. But don't just assume that we got these Christians out there. They're so clueless. We got these Protestants, we got these Mormons, we got these Lutherans, we got all these other types of religion. You got these Buddhas, we got these Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, we got these Jewish. I think over half the earth is awakened to what happened and what's going on. We're spiritually awakened, okay? Don't go around slapping labels across the board, whoever, anybody. You can't do that. You really can't. It's a label. It's a blanket statement. No. I'm not going to do a video every single day on all the different ways that humanity is waking up and they're seeing things for what they truly are. I'm not going to do videos like that every single day and point it out. I'm a Christian and I've been lied to. And I really need people to tell me that over and over. Or, I'm so glad you told me that because I just wouldn't known if you didn't come on here and tell me that. We got to grow beyond it. We got to grow beyond it. It's so childish. It's so childish. Yeah. Yeah. Where are we at? Sanglang, Saglang, ma'am, there should be only one religion, humanity. How about this? It's all about love. It's always been about love. Right there. God is love. It's been about love the whole time. God is a spirit. God is the essence. The kingdom is within each and every one of us. It's within. It's within ourselves. It don't exist outside. I mean, we're part of it, but it's all internal. It's internal. That's the only place a person's going to find true happiness, is if it comes from within. That's been my thought process my whole life since I was a little child. It's within. It's within. We know it. A lot of people know it. And humanity is under fire. And if we don't come together in love and quit biting and gnawing at one another, we're going to be destroyed by one another. Because this power that's out there is growing stronger every single day. This power that's out there is growing stronger every single day, and we're fighting amongst ourselves. Do you get it? Do you get it? We're doing exactly what they want us to do. Divide and conquer. Make them think they're so different from one another that they can't possibly come together. That's their goal. That they can't possibly agree because they have too many differences. No, we've been deceived. The great deceiver, the devil, Satan, the darkness, the hate. It's the opposite of love. It's an energy. It's a force. And you're not going to agree with everything I say, and I'm not going to agree with everything you say. But I will speak up. You can speak up. You can. Yeah, speak up. The Freemasons, I read something about them, that you only have to have a belief in a higher power. It doesn't matter what type of higher power it is. You have to believe in a higher power, is more or less what it is, in order to get accepted in it. Love and light conquers. It does shine on, baby. Yeah. You're mixing a bunch of religious, ma'am. That doesn't make it truth. Your statement isn't true either. The truth is on the inside of you. If you cannot take the good from what some good is that is out there, even though there's bad, if you cannot go and pick the good things out and leave the bad, then what? Come on, you gotta use discernment. You've got to use discernment. When you tune out spirituality altogether, where does that leave you? What are you on the inside? Do you have anything on here if you can't see with spiritual eyes? Do you? When this body's gone, I'm telling you, your spirit's going to exit this body. And a lot of people have seen their spirits hovering over this body, their dead body laying there. You saying that you're just an empty body? You don't have a soul, you don't have a spirit. You can't connect to the spiritual realm. There's no such thing as the spiritual realm, the interdimensional realm. Is that what you like to say to all the psychics? Really? There's no such thing. Let me tell you something. They know that there is a such thing as a spiritual realm, and this is a religion. This is a religion, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And it is an ancient deity who has become worshipped as a god. Do you think they're going to leave out their religion? Absolutely not. They're not going to leave it out. Come on, you can't pinpoint whatever and say, well, it's okay for them to worship their God. Do you want to see the blood in the streets? Do you? Do you want to see a world full of horror? Because they're calling in their God of darkness. They're calling in the God of darkness, and it's here. There's a great big darkness that is hovering over us, and it's very, very heavy. See, this is what you're not taking into account what is going on out there, all in front of us. They're destroying people's lives. They're destroying the world. They're perverting everything. Wrong is right and right is wrong. If they had their way right now, they would annihilate even you, because to them, you are nothing and you don't matter. What matters is their God and how they want to worship. And it's going to be in ways. You want child sacrificing? Do you want to see that? Because they're sacrificing to a God. We've got to fight back against this, and it's spiritual. It's very, very spiritual what's taking place. And it has been. Do you want to see humanity wiped off and we go through another reset? Well, that's what's happening. It's a battle of the gods. It's a battle of spirits. It's that age-old thing. It's the good and the bad. It's continually back and forth. Are we to sit here and not keep anything good? Have nothing to hope in on the inside? I'm not. If I want to put my faith in Jesus, if I want to put my faith in God, if I want to believe within my being that there is a higher power, and that higher power hears my prayer, hears my thoughts, makes a way where there is no way, then I'm going to believe it and it's going to come true. It's manifest destiny. It's my manifesting power within my being because my faith has made it so. So don't come on here knocking people of their faith. I don't see you knocking them. You going to knock them? I dare you try to stand up against that type of a God. I dare you try to stand up against those demons who are literally in people's bodies, that are possessing people's bodies. You try to stand up with them, they'll tear you to pieces. This is spiritual warfare, and you've got to fight it in the only way it can be fight, in the spiritual realm. And you got to be able to have the guts. You got to be have the courage to stand up and fight back, or you're going to be taken over. You're going to be put in captivity. You're going to be held a prisoner, or you're going to bow to them and say, yes, yes, we'll do exactly what you say. Yes, 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 I'll do it. I'll go out and kill in your name. I'll go out and I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll do what you want me to do. But you won't do it willingly. You'll do it because you're forced to do it. Because you couldn't stand up for yourself. You loved your life too much. You couldn't stand up for yourself to make your own decision. You couldn't stand up against the bullies. You couldn't. You couldn't be a Captain America, could you? Could you be a Captain America? Could you do it? Can you, could you be this? Can you even make the decision right now? Whose side are you on? Are you on the side of humanity? You want humanity to be obliterated? What about those Georgia Guidestones? What about wiping everybody off the earth and keep the population to 500 million? Well, there's 8 billion people on the earth. What's going to happen to the rest? Well, somebody already has plans for that. What's going to happen to the rest? They're not going to be on the earth, according to the Georgia Guidestones. Are you in that group of people who wants to wipe humanity off the face of the earth? Because I'm sure you got some friends and family members like that too. You think it's not about spirituality? It's a religion and spirituality. They are intermingled. You take what you want. You want to label people, you go ahead and label people. But it's all spiritual on the inside. They know it's spiritual. That's why they're doing everything they can to steer the pot, steer their pot. You better be deciding which side you're going to be on. You better be deciding. If you don't, they're going to choose for you. They're going to choose for you whose side you're going to be on. You're going to keep your third eye closed? So be it. So be it. You will not be able to, you will truly not be able to expand at all. You would be the type of person who thinks there's nothing beside this world. There is no other beings. These are interdimensional ships. These are light ships that are coming. They are coming and they're already here and they're cloaked in the clouds. They're cloaked in the clouds. There's something in the sky. They're shooting down things in the sky. They're coming down into the ground at the volcanoes in Hawaii. They're not shooting stars. They're actually capsules coming down, going down into the ground. There's actually great big interdimensional ships in the sky, and they know it. This is from Hawaii. There's massive windows in the sky right there. There's interdimensional beings. There's actually 2 suns in the sky. Okay, 2 suns. This is in the Arctic. They're looking for something. There's actually life forms that are plasma. There's actually black ships in the sky, and they're not going nowhere. There's actually this right here in the sky too. It's not going nowhere. And I'm telling you right now, he is angry and he's had enough. He has had enough. There's actually life forms right here. There's actually the theory that the stars aren't real. You see the beams coming down from them. They're ground-based. It's like we're living in a matrix. The sky is false. There's these plasma energies. No, just get off it. You got me going on a tangent. I'm not going to put up with your stupidity. Stupid knows better. You know better than to make statements like that. You know better. But you're playing, and you're going to come on here and play. If I find out you're playing in my spirit, you're gone. That's what I'm going to tell you. I don't care who you are. You want to come on here and play, you're going to be gone. Because I ain't going to play that game. No. It's okay for them to worship their God? Is it? It's okay for them to pay tribute to their God, but we can't pay tribute to our God? We can't pay tribute to our God, to our Lord and our Savior. We can't? We can't pray? They tried that back then. There should be no God but you, they said, way back then. And if anybody else prays to any other God, well, they should just be put to death. There are immortal gods out there. And you are a human. You're mortal. There are immortal deities out there. They never went away. They never died. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's much greater than me. It's much greater than you. It's much greater than these people on the earth. It's much greater than the Lady Gagas. It's much greater than this woman dressing up. They're all trying to please their God. She wants their horror. She wants the horror. She wants the vengeance. Is that okay? She wants the psycho. You want to live in a psycho world? You want to live in a world full of horror? You want criminals running around, gang raping, destroying homes, burning up villages, slaughtering men, women, and children? Is that the world you want? Do you want a world like the Lord of the Rings, where they were bringing that dark god, Sauron, back to life so he can gain his strength, so he can wipe people out, destroy everything? Is that the kind of God you want? That kind of world you want to live in? You want just what she wants? That's what you want. You want the drama. You want the disease. You want the ugly. You want to sing that song with her. You want to chant those words to bring back that God. Yeah, that's what you want. Well, we're going to stand up against it, and that's what we're doing, and we're going to make our voices heard. That's what I'm doing. No. We're about fed up. About fed up. They can do whatever they want. Blast it all over the social media. Blast it all over because they control the media. They control the airways. The Gagas. The monster. The vulgarity. All of it. All of it. The anything goes world. Do what you want. It's all about your pleasures. I'm done. I'm done. How long have I been ranting, y'all? Please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that join button. We got a force out there that don't even want us to acknowledge that there are higher powers. There's power in prayer. There's power in positive thoughts. There's power in the name of Jesus. There's power in the name of God. There's power in the frequency of love that's within inside of you. This power is real, and love is the most powerful force on the face of the earth, much more powerful than the hate. The hate can only spew venom. If you ain't got love on the inside of you, what do you have to offer somebody? What do you have to offer me if you don't got love on the inside? You got hate? You got some emptiness? You better get the love on the inside. You better do your searching, do your reading. You need Jesus. You need God. You need the love of God pour down on the inside of your being. You need a third eye open, but you may not belong to God. But it said, he who belongs to God hears what God says. The reason you don't believe that you do not belong to God. Do you believe that there's a devil? This person said, well, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. This is a true story. If the devil is real, I want to see that house catch on fire as I drive past and it caught on fire. The devil is the personification of evil. You want to see, would you like to have everything destroyed? Because there is power out there that can literally, even from the satellites above, if they don't like you, are they going to destroy you? They're going to take you out. That's a higher power. Yeah, I'm done. We got, if they can do their whatever, we can do our whatever too. Her God's not more powerful than our God. Lady Gaga, the monster, the drenched in blood, you're chanting. Yeah. Gina, don't you know that Jesus was actually an alien? I don't care if he was an alien. All I know is when I pray, and if I want to pray in the name of Jesus, which I do, my prayer gets heard like that. Like that. Why would I want to quit doing something that works for me? Just because it don't work for you, just because you ain't tried it, why would I quit praying? Why would I want to get rid of the hope that's on the inside of me? When hope was at times all I had that sought me through. And I've been through a lot, and I'm still going through a lot. Why would you want somebody to give up the hope? I'll tell you why. Because you don't got no hope on the inside of you. You better get some hope. You better find you a God. Pick a God and pick you a God and see how well that God does for you. Pick you a higher power. You better not pick the one. You want to do that? You're going to be a lost soul. You're going to call in. You're going to be like her. She's a lost soul. But to her, she's never felt more alive than ever. She's the mouthpiece of the darkness on the earth. She's one of them. They want to spread their darkness all over the earth. Well, I want to spread this light all over the earth. We want to spread the light all over the earth. Do we not have a right? They got a right to spread their darkness. I think we have a right to spread our light. We have a right to spread the love. We do. Whose side are you on? Even if it's a galactic battle, whose side are you on? You're going to have to choose. You're going to have to wake up. You could be sitting on the fence. You've got to wake up. You got to wake up. Yeah. Yeah, she had a bad accent, Melissa. Yeah. It's right. We got to spread the love of God. God is love. You see that movie? It was some sci-fi movie. I don't know who it was, but the spirit that the guy encountered in the movie, it was a Stargate. I think it was something about the moonfall. There was a energy in there is swirling all around like that of many different colors, and he just felt overwhelming love, peace, and everything. Everything became quite clear to him. I think it was the movie Moonfall or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go, you all. I'm sorry if I went on too long, but I'm not sorry about what I said. I hope more people are able to open their eyes and see what's going on in the world, and it's not pretty. It may not affect them yet. They may not be able to see it yet because maybe their eyes aren't meant to open right now. It's like it takes a long time for some people to learn their lessons. That's why we have to keep repeating them over and over and over. We repeat mistakes over and over and over and over. Whose side are you on? I'm going to go. I am. I'm done. I drained myself this morning. I was so drained of my energy last night, it finally caught up with me. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that join button. And thank you for doing so. And give this video a thumbs up. And keep those comments coming. Even though they don't let very many comments on some videos. But still try to comment. Sometimes they cap the comments to keep them below 60. Sometimes even 20. It's not just this channel. It's every other channel. Thank you, Apple Brooks, honey. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. Love you.